Good morning. Welcome to CupO'Forex. This is David Frank with your daily video analysis for Wednesday, October 22nd. Let's get started today as we have an extremely busy day. Right this morning, at 06:30 GMT, the Bank of England will be meeting with its Monetary Policy Committee to decide whether or not they're going to hike interest rates and start to normalize policy. They're under enormous pressure to do so at this time. They're also receiving some pressure from business organizations not to raise interest rates, which would lend strength to the pound, which could hurt businesses as far as exports and whatnot. So they got a big decision ahead of them today. They've got some problems in their housing market, but overall conditions have improved to a point, especially in the labor market, that they might want to consider hiking interest rates, and that happens today at about 08:30 GMT time. As you can see here, the Bank of England is getting set to meet, and they will be voting on whether or not they want to hike interest rates and start normalizing policy. This will make the England the first Western power to raise their interest rates since the 2009 global recession took hold. Also today at 12:30 GMT, the United States comes out with its consumer price index year on year. We're expecting this number to pretty much stay the same at 1.6%, which printed at 1.7% last year. Inflation in the United States is really not a problem for the Federal Reserve at this time. We also will be getting the consumer price index, ex food and energy year on year. Expecting this number also to come in the same from last year at about 1.7%. Also coming out of Canada today at 12:30 at the same time, we're getting their retail sales number. Bank of Canada is also holding their interest rate and policy decision today as well. We're expecting no change with them to leave interest rates near the record low of 1%. We also get their BOC bank statement. That comes out about the same time, about 1400 hours. We're also going to get out of the Bank of Canada the monetary policy report, and they'll be holding a press conference as well. So we have a lot coming out today for October 22nd. We should move the markets one way or the other, and we're not even halfway done yet. At 2100 GMT, the Reserve Bank of Australia, their chief, Glenn Stevens, is set to give a speech. So later on this evening, during the U.S. hours, we should get some play in the Aussie Forex pairs as well. We'll be listening to what he has to say as far as his housing bubble, which has been expanding, his soft labor market as well. They're not very happy with the overall strength of the Aussie dollar as is, so look for him to jawbone a little bit there as well. Today is a very busy day. Should move the markets. Let's get started with some technical analysis. Okay, let's get started with our technical analysis. First up, I want to take a look at the euro dollar today. We have a lot of news coming out of Canada, the United States, as well as England. We should get some play with the euro dollar with all the news coming out. The technical analysis here is still pretty simple. As you can see, we're locked in a pretty tight range up from the key support at 1.25 to a key technical resistance level up near 1.28500. As you can see, we're locked in a tight consolidation pattern since forming a hammer candlestick and recovering a little bit. We're kind of happy that the support at 1.25 held. If that broke, then we would still remain very bearish on the euro. Quite frankly, the overall picture is still bearish, but we are bouncing around a little bit. As you can see, overnight we closed down on a piercing line moving lower. This could have a bearish implication for the euro dollar today. I want to take a look really quick at the 30-minute tick chart and see what's going on there. As you can see, we have a bunch of going on in the euro dollar with some dojis forming, especially here and especially in here. And as you see, another doji is forming in here. This is buyer hesitation, unwilling to move the really come in with a strong recovery for the euro. So let's pay a little bit of attention to the euro dollar today. Also want to take a look at the Aussie dollar today. And here we are with the Aussie dollar. Aussie dollar has been very interesting. We've seen it trying to recover from the support at 86,400. Now remember, the Reserve Bank of Australia meets today. They are not very happy with the strength of the Aussie dollar, and when they tend to meet, and when Glenn Stevens tries to talk the Aussie dollar to move lower. Australia is an export country. They rely on a weak Aussie dollar in order to fuel their exports. And bluntly, the Aussie dollar has been bearish ever since failing at the 55-day moving average up here. You can see it did test that area and then move down sharply. We saw it try to recover with a piercing line, which is a bullish candlestick here, and try to move higher, but it has been bouncing up and down. Right now, it's still above the technical support of 86,400. That's something we should be watching closely as well. Lastly, today, I would like to take a look at gold again. Gold has been fascinating. We're trying to push higher. The precious metal has been trying to push higher. This is a safe haven. And you figure with all the geopolitical risks that have been concerning investors over the last several weeks, gold will be pushing higher, but it has not. We are still running into a lot of resistance at a level of 1250. As you can see right now, we are beginning to we are still testing this level. We did move above it briefly yesterday to a high near around 1253.54. Then we closed back below it. We can see a doji forming even on our daily chart, and we probably will see it again on a 5-minute or a 30-minute. This is buyer hesitation, so we're going to be watching this closely. If we should close above 1250, that would be bullish for 1270.50. Then even 1285.50 above that. Right now, we seem to be consolidating a little bit. All right, I want to thank everyone for listening today. As always, click in the right-hand screen to join our YouTube channel. Everyone, have a great day, and we'll talk again tomorrow.